Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Tensions in South Africa has erupted into chaos, with reports of foreigners being forced to flee for their lives. Yeah, fam. And guess what color the foreigners are? Yeah, fam, black foreigners. So what they're basically saying is, if you're not from South Africa, we don't care if you're black. We don't want you here. What I find interesting is they're not forcing any non-black South Africans to flee. Interesting. Very interesting that everybody that they're beating on, swinging on, and humiliating are black. They share their certain melanin hue. Yeah. Anyway, fam, check this out right here, fam. You can hear it from the horse's mouth.
It's no longer working. We don't want this as African people anymore. We are tired of seeing African migrants moving all over the world, refusing to fix your own countries. Now we're making it very clear to you guys, Utitina, we don't want you here. We want you to fix your countries. Now you came here with a traveling document. You came with a passport. You know that you are a visitor, but now you decided to come and integrate in our communities. You know very well that what you have done is wrong.
How many children do you have here?
We can come to Ghana and do what you're doing.
Passport.
Eh? Now you are carrying a bucket. It's 11 a.m. You were supposed to be fighting the government of Ghana there to ensure that they are getting things right.
No, there's no fight in Ghana. You must fight what they did.
Where's your papers?
Passport.
Passport.
Where's the passport?
Take it out. Baba.
Let me see your passport. Let me see. Luna. Okay, tell me, who's the police officer that you are bribing to certify these things for you? Baba, let me tell you, I'm not foolish. These things, let me tell you, ne? You know by law you're not supposed to certify as an immigrant. You're not allowed to certify your passport.
No.
Okay, why do you certify your passport in a foreign land?
Okay.
Let's just start there. Why do you certify your passport in a foreign land?
You see, it was raining.
Hey, I follow you guys now on Facebook. How you?
It was raining these days. Then when you go out with the passport, sometimes it gets spoiled. That's why I satisfy it so that it won't spoil.
Baba, Ghana don't do that.
Okay.
Ghana don't do that.
All right, sharp.
Ghana
Let me
is
show
the
you.
only African country that is.
Let me show you that when you are abusing our system.
I'm just going to pause it right there, fam, and I'm going to let this other video play while I talk. Check this one out. These are South Africans forcing black foreigners from all over Africa to get out of the country. They pulling up on black foreigners at clinics. They're pulling up on them at supermarkets, even on the street, and they're forcing them to move around. Just get out of here, move around, get out of the country, get out of the country. And look at how they take off on this guy right here. They're asking him for, like a slave patrol, asking them for their papers. You South Africans who are participating in this, look, I got to call a strike and a ball a ball. Y'all ain't by shit. Straight up. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all make Africa as a whole look bad. See, y'all think y'all special because y'all got a lot of mixed blood and stuff going on out there. That's right. I said it. I know you. I know you. You think you're special. It's not the people who are in the country who are the problem. It's the people who are allowing them to come into the country who is the problem. You see, if your government don't allow these people to come into the country, then they're not coming into the country. What you expect? They're looking for a better life. That's what anybody would do. They would go somewhere where they think that they can have a better life. This man just sitting on the street, he's Nigerian, and he's just sitting out on the street And the man already clearly is, down on his luck, but they come over there messing with him, making his life even harder. The trip part about it is the same people out here running up and down these streets, terrorizing Black foreigners, are the same ones get terrorized by South African police officers. But South African police officers right now are falling back because, they just like the conflict, period. They don't care what Black get attacked. They don't care if Black people attacking Black people. They don't care nothing about that. It's kind of like what go on over here in the United States. Pretty much these uncivilized mutts are doing the bidding for South African police officers. Yeah, they're doing their work for them. If they will treat Black Africans like that, what do you think that they would do to Black Americans? Now, you go over there talking about setting up shop and you think it's all sweet. Okay, say they can recognize that you're not coming over there to suck up their resources because you're coming over there and you got money. Fine, cool. But if they have the mentality to attack their own because they feel like their own is sucking up resources, what do you think they'll do to you if they think that you are taking some type of opportunity away that they could have had? It's the same thing that go on over here in the United States. It's just that they're doing it to their own people. Have you noticed that the United States used to practice that? The United States used to give Irishmen and English and Italians hell. They used to give Sicilians, they used to give them hell. But they came to their senses and said, you know what? We need to stick together. And they started sticking together. They put them all in the police force, all in the city council, all in the government. They everywhere now. And even to right now, did you see what Trump said when he started talking about South Africa? Oh, the white South Africans are being treated. He didn't give a damn about none of those Black ones that's over there doing what they're doing right now in the streets. He only gave refuge to the white South Africans. And when you look at the immigrants, the immigrant communities that are targeted by the Trump administration, he's only targeting brown and Black immigrant communities. He's not targeting the white immigrants. They don't have any problem coming over here. And they don't have any problem staying over here. You Blacks in the diaspora better get it together. Yeah, this is not a good look. So these are the particular resources that they're fighting over. First and foremost, these actions are being driven by unemployment, poverty, and competition for resources. These protesters accuse the immigrants of taking jobs, increasing crime, and straining public services. Same thing that they scream over here. But and the irony is, just like over here, they ain't have no problem letting them in, knowing exactly what would happen. This is the government allowing them to come in, and everybody didn't come over here that they claim that's illegal. Everybody didn't sneak over here. Most of the people that's in this country illegally walked right across that border and got a nod because somebody got their pockets stuffed. Anybody jumping over that wall, they are paying a toll to be able to get close enough to that wall to jump. Anybody going under a tunnel, they are paying a tax to go through that tunnel. And Americans, people, or at least people who have American passports, are on the other side. They're on the other side of that wall, and there's stuff in their pockets, including members of law enforcement, Border Patrol. There's stuff in their pockets. That's how they're getting over here. These people ain't just coming over here on a hope and a prayer. They're being assisted. So if you South African uncivilized mutts who are beating on these Africans who are coming to South Africa looking for a better life, if you're mad at somebody, you should be mad at the government. I bet your coward asses won't run over there to the government and beat on them. I bet you won't go beating on the police. You ain't gonna do that, because that ain't what cowards do. Yeah, that's right. I said it. I call you straight out. I'm not with that, man. I'm not with that. Those people are looking for a better life just like anybody else. If you didn't want them over there, you shouldn't have let them into the country. Now, if they sneaking over there and all, it's different, man. You got to get on up out of here. Cool. But they're being allowed to come into the country. And because the government is allowing them has allowed them to come into the country, it is the government's job to protect those people while they're over there. So that's what this weak-ass South African government should be doing. And I'm not calling South African government weak because I think the U.S. government is superior. They're two weak-ass countries. Countries that prey on the poor, prey on the disenfranchised, and play the victim all the time. That's what I see. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.